In this video we're going to be fitting the gearbox brackets back on the car. We've got the Super Pro bushings to go in, as well as the Group N tranny mount, so this should really stiffen things up when we're changing gear and ragging it down the country lanes. So as you can see, I've got everything organised and ready to go. We've got 2 bolts, 2 nuts, we've got a blank plate, we've got a plate with nuts attached, and we've got our 4 Super Pro bushings. These metal cylinder things, you reuse these from your old ones, so make sure you haven't lost them. However, ICP do sell them. I'll leave a link in the description below. I can't remember how much they are off the top of my head. Right then, so we've got a longer piece laid like that. We've got this section laid like that, and then we need both our bushings. So essentially, the easiest way of doing this I've found is popping that one in like that, flip it over, and essentially sandwich them together, pushing them nice and firm. Turn it back round, pop it in like that. Then we want this section. Pop that in there. Then we're going to flip the entire thing. This is the packet that they came in. There was no grease or anything. Now, usually, as far as I know, with polyurethane you're supposed to grease them, but this didn't come with any. And it does say on the back, where required, Super Pro kits contain a small quantity of polyurethane grease. Wasn't supplied with any, so I can only assume that it's not required. Right then, similar sort of thing with this one. The cylinder side goes there, and then this one goes underneath, so I'm just going to sandwich it in. It's beautiful. The plate goes on top, and then our nuts just straight through. You may notice I've got 2 bolts here. Do correct me if I'm wrong on the name. I believe it's called a harmonic dampener. It's essentially a piece of rubber, and that screws into there. As far as what I can find on the forums, people say it's purely there to reduce cabin noise, because of the vibration this will cause through the floor. So yeah, I am missing mine. God knows where it went, and the only one I could find is in Japan, and they wanted £100 with delivery. So yeah, I'm going to run without it. I'm not going to leave the bolts in it, it's just so I knew what they were. Just for a bit of context on the next clip, I was missing the 6 bolts required to secure the bracket to the car, as well as the 2 nuts to secure the tranny mount to the bracket. Now, as a last resort, me and Gareth headed to the scrapyard in hopes that we'd find a Subaru with the correct bolts. Hi guys, we're at the scrapyard. Check out Gareth's video if you want to see more on the scrapyard. Gareth's underneath the car, and we've hit the absolute jackpot. The nuts and bolts that you can't buy anywhere. Took a photo on, Gareth took a photo on his phone. We need that one there, the other one over there. There's 2 bolts on either side. We need these tranny mount bolts, so there's 4 of those, and then there's a nut, 2 nuts on the tranny mount itself that's secured to this bracket. So good news guys, I've managed to find this little bag of sorts so we can store all the bolts. Hopefully they don't charge me for this though, because I don't want this. I just want the bolts. If they do let me have it, then I can use it as a hat. I think Gareth should put it on. That is perfect.
Ow! I did it again!
Can you keep it down?
Ah, I've hurt my arm.
You still got your hat on?
Yeah, of course I have. It's my thinking hat.
That's it, if we're ever in a struggle and we don't know what to do, we'll just have to put that on.
You gotta get it, man. Let's get a bit better.
Yeah, it's coming. You got one on the other side as well, yeah. How could you not get the impact in there?
You're welcome to try.
Oh, I'm alright. Yeah, that's the bolt. There we go. So we managed to get 8 out of 8 bolts. Can you believe it? I didn't actually think we'd pull it off, but we have. Gareth's knackered.
Big emphasis on we.
Yeah, so I done that one over there. That one over there. Gareth's done this one. How'd you feel, Gareth?
I feel like I've accomplished something, and I've earned a cheeseburger out of it, courtesy of Sloth. So.
Yep, I'm buying him a cheeseburger for his hard work. Yeah, Sloth, we appreciate our employers.
About 120 quid's worth of labour, and you get a cheeseburger. So.
You can't complain, really. You can't complain. But yeah, we got the bolts that we needed, and we've also got a lovely little pouch to store things in now, so it's a real win-win. We're going to see if they'll let us buy it. Right then, I didn't record it as there's not a lot to it. I've gone ahead and popped in the Fuji Racing pitch stop mount. It's just a bolt on either side and then a nut, so yeah, nothing to it really. The good news is, what I found in the bag of 2 bolts and nuts was a small little bolt way down there for the ground cable. So yeah, we're in luck, thankfully. So I just need to connect all these connectors back up, and thankfully Rich just gave me sent me a load of pictures over, so I can figure out where they go. So yeah. In other news, I've been rust treating the fuel tank. All around the edge there was just a light layer of rust, which I've grinded back, rust treated, applied some primer, and then sealed it in with some chassis paint. I'm not sure if I should underseal it as well. Let me know in the comments if that's something I should do. The bolts for the 2 caps, if you want to call them that, but perhaps have a correct name, they don't seem to want to come loose, so to be honest, I don't think I'm going to touch them. Right guys, I need to put this gear linkage joint back onto the car. I have no idea how I removed this bolt in the unit, because I never removed this off camera. I'll show you a little bit later on when we put it back in, but I had to hammer out the pin in here. There's 2 pins I had to hammer both those pins out to get this out. So yeah, we'll cut down this bolt now. Essentially our U-joint is going to go in there and connect back up. Right, that's enough. Right then, so we've got these 2 pins that need to be hammered through that hole to keep it all in place. Now we start with a big one. Maybe you can do both at the same time, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, you fucker! Shit! Come on! Right then, so that is 1 pin in. Just 1 more. Come on. There we go. Both are in. Thank goodness. Thank goodness gracious, we accomplished the impossible. I cannot get it in, it's proving very difficult. Oh, she's in. She's in. Now we can secure this. Alright, so with any luck we can now get in the car and move the knob around. Oh my god. The gears feel so short, you do not understand. Yeah, the gears feel incredible. Absolutely incredible. So now we can secure this. And yeah, right. I had to buy this plate separately because I've lost mine. Just the part number in case you're curious. and this just goes on the end of here and essentially acts like a washer, as far as I know. That should do it. Perhaps a smaller washer would be in order. Not a smaller washer, a smaller knot, but yeah. Get in, boy! Here comes the exciting bit. Oh yes. Oh yes, we've waited a while for this. Just look at that. Oh my god. Let me get a bolt out of my pocket. Oh my god, this is exciting. Just look at it, guys, it looks phenomenal. All the bolts are torqued down. We can now shift gears. Yeah, what a result. Get in! Right then, guys, that is the bracket on. I can't stop looking at it. It just looks phenomenal, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer to that time where we get to turn the key. But yeah, I'm extremely grateful that we managed to get those 6 bolts and nuts from the scrapyard, because I had scoured the web and you can't seem to buy them anywhere. And a guy that breaks Subarus on eBay, he said that they sell as a kit with the gearbox. So, as I say, no idea what I would have done if I wasn't able to get a hold of those. Well, yeah, it just looks great. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. Stay tuned for the next one. In the next Mona video, we'll be running the brake lines. I'm not sure what the next video will be, as I've came with the idea of doing filler videos, so there's at least content going out, because these take me so long to make. So, yeah, as always, thank you if you've made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.